It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the season kicking into high gear, glad to have you with us. Ernie Johnson. Got the Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Utah Jazz. And for Utah, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. An intriguing matchup tonight. Two smart, experienced ball clubs. Shaq, how do you see this one playing out?
Solid execution on both sides. Each guy playing to his own strengths. Okay.
Here at home in this Western Conference matchup, live here in Houston. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. You look at Utah. Guys, coming into this game, it's been 5 consecutive losses, so confidence obviously will be a key for them tonight.
And in an important matchup, I mean, coming into a game like this as a coach or a player, you know in the back of your head that you've been beaten twice already this season, and you don't want to take a third loss to the same team.
Well, obviously, it would really sting for them to go down into a 3-0 hole in the series. I expect them to be extremely aggressive tonight.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Utah, Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Exum is out there with Ricky Rubio, and it's Ingles in at the 3. Here's Ingles, following the basket by Chris Paul. Ingles can't get it to go.
I love the way Joe Ingles, guys, affects winning in multiple ways. This is a guy who does so many little things. He can facilitate the offense. He understands how to play pick and roll, and we know he can make the long-distance shot with great regularity.
Here's Favors, and Paul pulls it down.
A fadeaway, not a terrible idea, but he needs to make the game easier on himself. He's overcomplicating things.
And here's Anthony for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
Well, you hope they learn from the experience, and it's a shame it had to come at the expense of a loss because they did play well enough to win.
And here's Anderson for 3. Gobert pulls it in. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded closely. With the teardrop. Not going to go that time. Harden with the defensive effort. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A wide open look here for Anthony. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's Utah's ball. Trailing by 2. Rubio, the pass to Ingles. Right wing. Gobert, the screen. And that one's good by Favors.
Well, I think at this point, he's proven, Derek Favors, that you've got to respect his mid-range. He is capable when given room.
Capella kicks to Harden. Offline with his 3. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. So they take the lead.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
So for the Jazz, their last game a loss to the Magic.
Yeah, I thought they came in with an aggressive mindset. Just turns out it was too aggressive.
Right. They fouled way too much. And there's nothing wrong with being physical, but they overdid it in the last game.
Shots good by Anthony.
And that that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
With college basketball expanding the three-point arc out to FIBA range, Doris, does that set the table, you think, for the NBA to move its arc, their three-point shooting line, out as well?
I think one of the things that I would like to see, Kevin, is a more unified game across countries, right? We've talked about the NBA and basketball in particular becoming a more global game. I think one thing that I'd really love to see at the lower levels of basketball in the formative stages is young players have to play with a shot clock, because what that forces those players to do is be three-tool players. Under duress of a shot clock, you better be able to put the ball on the deck, make a pass, or take a shot. So I think the more we can normalize a set of international rules, the better basketball is going to be long-term.
And Ingles, one of the bigger stars on the Australian national team.
He's a virtual unknown when he enters the NBA, but a credit to Joe Ingles because he's a knockdown three-point shooter who now can manipulate pick and rolls. This guy is becoming a factor in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anderson. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Screen by Udo. Burks can't get it to go. Rockets trailed by 4. Green kicks it to Tucker. And it's Nene, top of the key. Back to Tucker. Here's Green. Cans the shot from the wing.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Jazz have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Screen by Udo. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Paul against Rubio. Here's Green. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that ties it up.
And the future Hall of Famer loves to dish the rock. Paul has a pass-first mentality. He makes everyone around him better.
Now, here's Burks. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, and guys, that's what he wanted to avoid, a second foul before the end of the opening period.
Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And it's Paul penetrating. Green kicks to Paul. Pass to Tucker. Houston moving the ball around. Back to Nene. Green, the screen. Clock at 4. Houston needs to get a shot up. Drops in the layup for 2. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rubio outside, 6 to shoot. Here's Crowder. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
How about the relentless effort on the backboards? Crowder utilizing his size to eat the window.
And here's Green outside. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
What a 3 at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Boy, that was the perfect end to the period. You have no idea how much effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
It's very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Hustling on that offensive glass, that's led to a number of second chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good, and right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
Taking a look at the Jazz, Cephalosha is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's Udo, and it's Burks in at the 2 guard. And Udo with the stuff.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
So much tenacity. Really tries to outwork everyone around him.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. He's averaging 14 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Here's Cephalosha. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Doris, you've covered the NBA and the Jazz for so long. Just how much does this team mean to its community?
Well, this is one of the great environments in the entire NBA. Jazz fans are diehard. They're loud and they're proud. Now, I'll tell you, as the only pro team in the state, it's no wonder.
Here's Nene following the bucket by the Jazz. Tucker can't get it to go.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
That's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
And the shot goes in.
There's very little the defense can do to stop that. Dante Exum improving at hitting tough contested shots.
Harden the pass to Nene. Tipped away. Burks with the steal. With some arc. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Harden dishes to Nene. Gordon against Burks. Outside Gordon. Back to Nene. And here's Harden for 3. And no good. And it's Utah the other way. Down low. Burks' shot is good.
Timeout.
Burks has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, remarkable watching Alec Burks power through the defense.
Timeout called the Rockets. A skill that doesn't show up in the box score, the drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. That's 6'8", 250-plus pounds coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. And here's Exum. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Exum's shot is off.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Over Ingles. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Exum kicks to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. Pass to Exum. Favors with the screen. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Derek Favors third.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
All up top. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. And Anderson kicks to Harden. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Utah shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. And Anthony gets it to go.
That's one of the qualities you just love watching. I mean, Melo rises and fires, drops the J pretty much whenever he sees a little bit of space.
Here's Exum. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Exum's got the game tied up here for Utah.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Harden for three. O'Neal with the rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
1:05 left now here in the second. Here's Harden on the wing. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Exum kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Gobert. Favors with the ball. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
Now here's Paul. The kick out to Anderson. And stolen by Favors. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. Crowder, he's checked in for Utah. Ricky Rubio comes in for Dante Exum. 26 seconds left to play in the first half. That one falls.
Well, that's just total unselfishness from Derek Favors. He is always ready to set screens with that great frame of his.
There's the pass to Capella. He kicks it to Anderson. Outside Anthony. And here's Green outside. Capella. That's a 2 from Paul, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Utah out in front, leading by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Carmelo, first half.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. The second quarter was a different story than the first. They played with energy and confidence in building a 3-point lead at the break. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half his shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
And that's a wrap.
And as we return to Houston, Texas, a terrific look at the skyline here. The Toyota Center, part of that great landscape. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
Rockets trailed by 3. Anderson is the 4 with Capella at the 5. Over on the wings, it's Harden paired with Melo. And it's Paul in at the point. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Utah shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Ingles can't get it to go. And for Houston, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. And here's Anthony for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Anthony's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Rockets. Here's Rubio. looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to Ingles. Over to the left wing. Here's Gobert. Sweet little floater. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Well, this guy's so big and athletic and getting very good at establishing himself on the interior.
Many were hoping for Rudy Gobert to take on a bigger scoring load last year, and Doris, it didn't happen.
Well, obviously, Rudy Gobert's main impact is going to be as the stifled tower, that effective defender. He's got to continue to work on the offensive end of the floor.
Ingles with the screen for Rubio. Gobert the screen. Ingles kicks to Favors. Over Anderson. And Utah again with the bucket.
Well, he just creates enough separation to get a quality look from the mid-range.
Paul against Rubio. And here's Anderson for 3. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. Rubio the pass to Exum. Back to Rubio. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rubio's got his first points in this one.
Just no resistance inside at Oh, they are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Now here's Paul. Capella dishes to Harden. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Capella.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. P.J. Tucker comes in for Anderson. James Ennis, he'll check in for Carmelo Anthony. And Gordon subbed in for Paul. Utah also making some changes. Udo's checked in for Favors. Cephalosha comes in for Joe Ingles. And Alec Burks subbed in for Exum. Here is Harden. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Harden kicks to Nene. Kicks it out to Harden. And a miss there on the triple.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Gordon against Burks. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 6-point Utah lead.
Well, Burks is a lethal three-point threat. This guy has such an effortless shooting stroke.
Harden the pass to Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Gobert the screen. Burks against Gordon. Gobert with a screen on Gordon. Burks can't get it to go. Houston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And the basket by Gordon.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Now here's Udo. Back to Rubio. Shoots it up. And the jumper falls for him. Rubio's got his second bucket. Rockets trail by 3. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Tucker. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Jazz have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Basket good. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And that one is good.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Pass to Udo. Pass to Gobert. On the wing, Cephalosha. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Timeout called. The Rockets got to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, there's no doubt. They were sharp on the offensive end. The bench guys just did a sensational job bringing their A-game.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for James Ennis. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Rubio kicks to Crowder. Cephalosha passes to Burks. Gobert the screen. So here's Burks. 7 points in the game. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Green inside the three-point line. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Cephalosha against Gordon. Crowder, and he converts the layup. Crowder's got his second bucket of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And it's Green missing. Cephalosha against Gordon, and the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his second foul of the game. Favors in the post. Off the mark.
An underrated defender is Nene. Can body up on the block and cover in space.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Jazz lead by 1. And we'll be back with you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Exum is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. Rockets trail. Favors against Capella. The 3 from Anthony. And he's good on the 3 ball. Anthony's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Houston. Utah shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Exum with it. Screen by O'Neal. They set the pick. Favors with a screen on Paul. Shot clock at 5. And it's Favors that time on the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Paul right side. And here's Green outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly. The defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Now here's Crowder. On the wing, Ingles. Guarded by Green. Ingles can't get it to go. Rockets leading by 3. Green kicks to Anthony. They kick it out to Green. Rockets working now with a fresh shot clock. Green, the screen. The tray. Rebounded by Exum. Exum's got his 3rd rebound on the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Passes it to Favors. Exum kicks to Ingles. Favors with the screen. Joe Ingles, and that's good. Ingles has got the game tied up here for Utah.
And in a game this tight, a few plays either way can start to turn the tide.
No, exactly. When it's this close, both teams are fighting hard. This is what you want to see.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Utah calls timeout. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
For the Jazz, Gobert comes in for Crowder, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for O'Neal. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. With them getting outshot from the perimeter, he told them, we have got to defend the three-point line. Those threes are destroying us. We'll see if they can tighten it up, Kevin.
Here's Paul. After Dante Exum's bucket, there's Green with the 3, and Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Jazz have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Exum kicks to Favors. Gobert the screen. There's the pass to Exum. Nice ball movement by Utah. Favors dishes to Ingles. Favors with the screen. Pass to Exum. To the wing right side to take the lead. Gobert can't hit.
Well, it's not the defense that caused that miss. That one's all on him.
Pass to Anderson. Up top, Capella. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for the Jazz. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. 2 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Utah trailing here. Now, here's Rubio. Favors with a screen on Paul. Lobs it up for Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
How about the confidence and calm demeanor of the young guy, Derek Favors? Big-time delivery.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Upper Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Well, you love how the ball is popping outside on the perimeter. It's being moved and finding the open man, and they're cashing in.
The drive by Rubio. Sweet little floater.
Oh, give credit to Rubio. Tough-minded individuals tend to excel in big moments.
Here's Paul, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Gets the first, and that gives them the lead.
And any discussion about CP3 has to start with his hands. The dribble moves, all the steals he gets, he uses his hands better than just about anybody.
Now, here's Rubio. Favors. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The 3 from Anthony. Utah with the rebound. Rubio with it. He's picked up by Paul. Rubio the pass to Favors. And here's 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
What a shot. He had no fear. I love
The kick out to Anderson. Here's Capella. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Gerald Green.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball. Great drive and also great focus offensively.
Here's Cephalosha. Rubio right side. On the wing, Cephalosha. The shot, no good. And Houston the other way. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Anthony kicks to Capella. Anderson outside. A 3-ball. Exum pulls it in. And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rubio against Paul. High arcing shot. Oh, missed it. Goes back up. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Carmelo, a back and forth.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.